What happened to the tanks in this game that look like this? Or this? Instead, we are getting closer and closer to the modern looking vehicles. Next up in the list, T95 FV4201 Chieftain. This is the vehicle that I am going to show you in today's episode together with HWK 30, upcoming Tier 8 premium German light tank that looks almost exactly like RU251. And because YouTube sucks at the moment, today's video is brought to you by Free Gold for Ranks app. You can get the app from the Google Play Store, link is also in the description, and if you use my super special referral code SXTSW, you get 10 gold bonus right away. It is really awesome for free-to-play players. You can earn gold for completing surveys or testing out different games, completing different tasks. A nice way to get free gold for your premium time or for some premium tanks. So, ladies and gentlemen, how is it going? Welcome back to my channel. Today, as I mentioned, I am able to show you two new upcoming vehicles, one Tier 8 one, and the Chieftain is actually going to be Tier 10 reward vehicle, but more about that in a moment, because before, let's take a look at the HWK 30, upcoming Tier 8 premium light tank from Germany. First details and first pictures about that vehicle. As I said, it looks a lot like RU251, as you can see from the pictures yourself. And although this tank is assigned to the German nation, it has Mexican roots, says Wargaming. The original was a joint project by the Mexico's and German tank makers like the HWK-12, which is already present in the game. In terms of gameplay, the HWK-30 will fill in the gap between RU251 and the HWK-12, being a mobile vehicle with an excellent spotting range and let's say okay firing parameters. On the battlefield, it works well as a mid to long range scout due to its spotting and camo combined with outstanding mobility. So now let's take a look at the first details about the HWK-30. Let's see what this vehicle has to offer, and as always keep in mind everything is subject to change. So first up we have survivability, hit points 1100, which is pretty standard, hull armor 25, 20 and 8, so this hull doesn't have any armor whatsoever. Same goes to the turret, 20mm thick armor all around the turret. Artillery loves it, HE ammunition loves it, and especially that special HE that this vehicle carries loves it a lot. Engine power 900 horsepower engine, which is really good simply by looking at the armor, looking at the horsepower this vehicle has. We can already say that power to weight ratio is going to be really good. Turret traverse speed 42 degrees per second, hull traverse speed 50 degrees per second, and view range 400 meters. Top speed 70, yes, mobility is extremely good, reverse speed 24 and power to weight ratio 32.1. So mobility is already better than on LT432 that I featured Friday, I believe, few days ago. Now next up, let's talk about the gun. 178mm penetration with standard rounds, 250 with premium heat, I believe, and 102 with special HE round. Was that HE round called HEP round or something like that? But it carries the same special HE round as 90 GF, for example, Black Bulldog, which is another Tier 8 premium German light tank. I wonder why did we need another one, but okay. Damage 240, 240 and 320 with that HE round, which I am going to use a lot, as I am doing in my 90 GF. Accuracy 0.37, which is okay. Aiming time 2 seconds, reload time 8 second reload time. Yeah, it has bigger alpha damage and a lot longer reload time than on LT432. Because I have to compare those vehicles to all of the new Tier 8 premium light tanks, of course. Gun depression is really awesome, minus 10 degrees, and gun elevation 18 degrees. So this is how the HWK-30 looks on the paper at the moment. I have to say, I actually dig it. I really dig it. Mobility is extremely good. Camo most likely is also going to be really good because it doesn't have any armor, so your defense is your mobility or camo combination. View range 400 meters is really good. Gun depression, and I like the gun as well. Although DPM most likely is not going to be the best, because 8-second reload time for 240 alpha damage is not something you can brag with. 90mm Black Bulldog has around 2.5-second reload time for 240 alpha damage, so 1.5 second longer reload time on HWK 30. But gun depression most definitely is the king, -10 degrees together with this mobility. Although I suspect that they are going to buff this vehicle's DPM just a bit before it is going to be released. But all we have to do now is we simply have to wait and see what those godly super testers are going to say. Anyway, this was HWK 30, upcoming Tier 8 German premium light tank. Moving on to the next vehicle, which is the 95 FV4201 Chieftain. The name is really interesting, and same goes to the first description from Wargaming. The Chieftain of the Britons is a reward tier 10 heavy tank with a future as cloudy as its homeland's skies in autumn. We will make sure to check all of its parameters thoroughly, but even after testing we won't be ready to speak about its ultimate fate. The Chieftain has a great fast-firing gun with an alpha of 440 points and some blazing aiming parameters. Stabilization, accuracy and short aiming time will make it stand out among British and American heavies. The Chieftain can shoot from the hip while moving or shortly after it has stopped, so the gun handling is going to be amazing. Large spotting range ensures there's always someone to fire at. On the top of all those pleasant things, there is one more thing. HESH shells are available as the third type of rounds. T95 FV4201 Chieftain. Ladies and gentlemen, first description. But as always, the parameters of both vehicles, both tanks, may change based on super test results. Follow the news and good luck in your battles. So now let's take a look what this vehicle has to offer. Let's take a look at the first characteristics that are subject to change. Keep that in mind, guys. And as I said before, or as they said before, this is going to be a reward vehicle, tier 10 reward vehicle. I do not know 100% for what, but most likely for Clan Wars campaigns, sadly. So that means I am not able to get it because I'm not in the clan, but hopefully I'm able to test it out at least, and hopefully I'm able to make some preview and review episodes for you. But let's have a look. So tier 10 vehicle with 2200 hit points, kind of low amount of hit points, but oh well, seems like it has some turret armor. Hull armor 114, 89 and 25, standard British hull armor, but frontal armor is it has kind of crazy slope on it, so the upper plate most definitely is going to bounce even more than on Progetto 65. That slope seems to be really crazy. But turret, however, oh boy, 350mm in the front, 175 on the sides and 17 in the rear. So rear is completely without any cover whatsoever. You can easily penetrate either turret or the hull with your HE round. I think every single HE round in tier 10 battles, in tier 9 battles and in tier 8 battles is able to penetrate the rear of this vehicle for full damage for sure. But frontally, however, this tank is going to be really beastie. It has 1000 horsepower engine with 28 degrees turret traverse speed and 30 degrees hull traverse speed. Okay. View range is really good, 410 meters, 46 top speed, 15 reverse speed, which is over average, so the mobility is also really good, and it has 16.7 horsepower per ton power to weight ratio. Mobility is above average, I would say. I do not know about the soft stats like the range resistance and so on, but over here it is above average, I can say that easily. And now next up, let's talk about the firepower. 270mm penetration with standard rounds, 310 with premium rounds and 140 with hash rounds. So this is the hash round they were talking about with 530 damage. Accuracy 0.35, aiming time 2.1 seconds, reload time 10.5 seconds for 440 alpha damage, and gun elevation angles minus 7 degrees of gun depression and 20 degrees of gun elevation. So it doesn't have that crazy good minus 10 degrees of gun depression as on Super Conqueror. It has a lot longer reload time, 10.5 seconds, because it has more alpha damage, but penetration 270 is really extremely good for standard rounds, guys, and 310 with premium rounds. So, ladies and gents, this is the 95 FV4201 Chieftain. First details. Tell me what you think about it. Please let me know what you think about this vehicle in the comments down below. It looks pretty crazy in the front, at least. The armor is good, gun is good, penetration is good, view range is good, mobility is okay. A little bit under average compared to some other tier 10 heavy tanks, for example. 440 alpha damage, some hash memes as well, but rear is completely without any cover whatsoever. So adapt to its playstyle, as Wargaming likes to say, and flank it, like it is the easiest thing to do in this game. But now, guys, I am done, and it is your turn to hit that subscribe button, to hit that like button, and to comment something under this episode. Let me know what you think about those vehicles, please, too. As always, I thank you for tuning in. I catch you next time. Stay awesome, take care, and bye.